And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Then there's Holland. Then it's Turner. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Thibault. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Here's Klingon. Turner covering. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Henderson looking it over. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Holland, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now, here's Cunningham, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Here's Sharp. Good on the three-point shot.
Three-pointers really haven't been a problem for Sharp since he's entered the NBA. Percentage is looking solid.
Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Henderson. Cunningham's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Henderson. From downtown. Abdi on the wing. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Cunningham against Sharp. Cunningham looking it over. Avdia with the rebound.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And then Henderson with the dunk.
And there's that highly touted explosiveness with Scoot Henderson. Man, he's fun to watch on the drive.
Cunningham drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. Cunningham's got his second bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Henderson passes to Sharp. Here's Klingon. Turner covering. Pass to Thibault. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. He lobs it up, and he dunks it down.
Cunningham finding the open man there.
And Portland has possession. They trail by 3. Pass to Sharp. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Thibault kicks to Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. And Klingon finishes it off.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Cunningham. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game.
And Cade getting up that time.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Trailblazers trail by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. He gets that one.
Just so athletic. Jaden took one look at that gap and say, that's mine.
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brent with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
In the corner, Ivy with it. Drills the three-pointer. Ivy's got 5 points so far.
And we normally see Ivy shoot threes from up top, but no question he can be effective from the corner.
Cunningham against Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Thibault. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Howland. Fades. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here we are, Brent, right in the middle of the season now. How do players stay mentally sharp during this time of year?
Well, it's really coming down to a lot of what the support staff can do for your team. Physically, you want to be in the best condition you can. So are you getting your massages? Are you taking care of your treatments? Are you getting in the weight room to make sure your body is not atrophying in any way? You keep that strength that you put on in the off season. All these little things add up to you maintaining a level of performance and consistency that your teammates and yourself can rely on.
And the Pistons with possession here. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Sasser against the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
For 3, Henderson. And another 3 for Portland.
It's a nice focused 3 from Scoot Henderson, giving the shot his complete attention.
Cunningham against Henderson. Cunningham inside. Henderson pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Back to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Sharp. That's good. Sharp's got his second basket of the night.
Going to work inside. Sharp using that touch and nimbleness to get it done.
Turner with a screen on Henderson. Cunningham gets the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Henderson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Henderson's got 9.
Good to see Henderson knock that one down, continuing to work on the jumper.
Fader on the way. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Sharp. Over in the corner, Avdia. Outside, Simons. 16 feet away. Rebound, Detroit.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Sasser with it, covered by Simon. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Trailblazers trail by 4. Inside, Avdia buries it down low.
Attacking in the lane. This is where Avdia does a lot of his best work.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Several teams changing it up here. Wagner, a screen on Vanderbilt. Into the lane. Here's Sasser. Drains it from beyond the arc. Sasser's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Nice move. Pass to Simon. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Sasser gets the bucket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Williams with the ball. Simons surveying the D.
Solid screen and finish. That's what Williams is out there to do.
Pistons leading by 4. Kicks it out to Wagner. All sorts of time. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 8. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Simon's choosing to drop that dime instead of forcing his own play.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. Wagner, a screen on Simon. Wagner on the wing. Pass to Holland. Goes up from the top of the key. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
That one good for 2. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Over to the wing. Here's Sasser. Good on the triple. Sasser's got 11.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Vanderbilt finds Simon. Nice move. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
With the floater. It doesn't go for him. Fires from way outside. No good on that one. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Pistons ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Holland. Marcus Sasser is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Omo Rudy in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Simon. Holland with the rebound. Here's the screen. Over in the corner, Sasser. From outside, off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. 4-point game. Here's Holland. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here. Caruso's checked in.
Pistons substitution.
Puts it up off the inbound. And the layup is up and in. Holland's got 8 points.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Simons against Caruso. And it falls over the rim and in. 7 points in the game.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. There's a screen. Pass to Holland. Driving in. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Henderson.
Now, Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
Wagner outside. Fade away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19. He's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. And confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Henderson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pistons have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Williams. Wagner on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Simon. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Pistons leading by 3. Driving the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's Simons missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Knocks down the 3-ball. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Now, Thibault hasn't made one yet. Outside, Simon. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And he's on a good pace here for three-point range. Made one in the first, two more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Magic. Wagner has screen on Henderson. Here's Ivy. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Scoot Henderson.
Love the high-pressure defense, but Ivy is smart just to take his shot right into it.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Trailblazers trail by 6. Outside Williams. Back to Simons. Good. A nice assist for Williams. And that's 13 points for Anthony Simons.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number with the way he's got it going here.
Takes it inside. Right wing. Sasser with it. 11 points in the game. And here's Henderson. Nice defense from Wagner. Ivy on the wing. Henderson defending. Here's Holland. Back to Ivy. Clock at 6. Up and in on the layup. Ivy's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Williams. Back to Henderson. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And showing the kind of dominant potential that Scoot has. Great to see him continue the attack while hot from outside.
In the corner, Ivy with it. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Simons. Rebounded by the Pistons. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Holland, defended by Thibault. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
A different look now for Portland. Avdia comes in for Williams. And it's Sharp in for Scoot Henderson. And Detroit with a change here, too. Cunningham's checked in. Clinging with it. He's defended by Wagner. Pass to Sharp. Driving to the basket. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Look how Sharp bounces off the drive, going to the rim. Speed.
Bounce pass from Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Portland grabs the miss. Klingen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Avdia with it. Defended now by Wagner. Here's Klingen. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wagner a screen on Simon. Here's Sasser, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Pistons have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. So for the Pistons, Turner's checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cunningham. Down low, here's Thibault. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would... Test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Now here's Simon. He's tightly guarded. Basket good.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 8. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Cunningham against Simon. For 3. The offensive rebound. Avdia on the wing. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Portland with the ball, trailing by 5. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Turner with a screen on Simon. Turner with the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot. Now it's a 7-point Piston lead.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Thibault. To the middle. It's tipped. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Cunningham. Makes it off the glass. Cunningham's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
So it's the Pistons now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Ivy, and slam dunk by Ivy.
Ivy, rise up, young man.
Portland's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Sharp against Ivy. Now, here's Sharp. He's got 7, and that one good.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Simons against Cunningham. They set the pick. In the corner, Ivy with it. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Simons on the wing. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And the shot goes in.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Sharp against Ivy. Cunningham outside. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Thibault. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Yep, it counts. Ivy's got 12 in the game.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Simons. Cunningham with some nice D. And he drives in, throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a three-point play. Denny Avdia picks one up.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And that concludes the first half. Pistons lead by 10. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
The Pistons, 70.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Detroit Pistons. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Detroit Pistons.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, and Fernie Simons getting it done today.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball popping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Trailblazers trail by 10. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Klingon. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pistons leading by 10. Turner with a screen on Henderson. Cunningham with it. Klingon defending. The Trailblazers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Outside, Avdia. Here's Klingon. Right side, Avdia. Launches a three. The rebound by Turner. Detroit's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And Holland gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Really good work on the interior. Avdia forcing the D to compromise.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Both free throws good from Avdia.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Turner with a screen on Avdia. Jacks up a three. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Henderson kicks to Thibault. And Henderson throws it down hard.
This is what makes Henderson so exciting. He's so creative and fearless with the ball.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Cunningham. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Avdia on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The number 1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Cunningham is a tall PG with an incredible skill set.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Trailblazers trail by 11. Pass to Avdia. Back to Henderson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down low. Here's Klingon. And it's sent back by Turner. And he gets it back. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons leading by 11. Turner with a screen on Avdia to the left side wing. Holland the pass to Turner. An easy 2 points on the layup. Turner's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Thibault the pass to Sharp. To the inside. Here's Klingon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Holland. He's got 15. Pass to Ivy. Over in the corner, Turner. The Pistons working the ball around now. 2 on the clock. Fades and shoots. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Thibault, the pass to Henderson. Inside. The rebound by Ivy. Detroit leading by 11. We know, Brett, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Assist goes to
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. So it's the Pistons now. Benny Avdia making his last shots. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes for this game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A willingness to play physical. Avdia not holding back.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now, here's Sharp. He's got 9. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Really explosive as Sharp gets up in a hurry.
Pistons leading by 12. Cunningham with it. Now Henderson defending. Pass to Ivy. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist on the night. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Williams is checked in for Portland.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt?
Sharp on the wing. Ivy defending. Outside Williams. Pass to Sharp. And it's Thibault in the corner. Shoots over Holland. Thibault can't get it to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the high post. Ivy dishes to Turner. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Jaden Ivy.
Number 25, Marcus Sasser.
Trailblazers on D. 15-point game. Here's Cunningham. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Cunningham's got 19 points. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Sharp against Cunningham. Now, here's Sharp. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. Good. 14 points for Donovan Clingan.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Cunningham. Banked in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 17.
Ignoring the defense and cutting to get the shot. That's a great play from Cade.
Up top Sharp. Covered by Cunningham. Thibault for 3. Sinks the triple. Thibault's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Cunningham outside. Pistons working now with a new shot clock. They set the pick. Out to the wing. Another shot. And it's good on the way up. He's got 19.
There's so much rarity in a wing or big guard like Cade to have that kind of vision. He's special.
Pass to Clingan. Back to Henderson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Clingan with the jam.
There's Henderson showing off his vision, creating out of that 2-man situation.
Now Cunningham. He's got 21. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Vanderbilt's checked in for Clingan. And it's Simons in for Henderson. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Look at those moves.
Vanderbilt kicks to Thibault. Sharp against Cunningham. Sharp with it. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Works that one inside nicely.
Here's Sasser. He's got 12. Drives to the hoop. Vanderbilt with the steal. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Cunningham outside. They can't stop the run with that one. Trailblazers trail by 9. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to Vanderbilt.
Two minutes remaining in the third.
6 to shoot. Sharp with it. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Sharp is such a gifted offensive player. He keeps his foot jammed on the accelerator when he has openings like this.
Now, here's Cunningham. 1 point in the game. Pass to Sasser. Back to Cunningham. Williams with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Man, finishing it off there. Simon's showing great quickness and alertness to get there that time.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Pistons making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Now, here's Cunningham. Barnes passes to Cunningham. Barnes sets a screen for Cunningham. The kick out to Barnes. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
Pistons ball.
And 1:01 left to play in the third. Williams with the block.
That's what Williams does, disrupt your offense.
Clock at 6. Cunningham left side. And at last they get one to fall. Cunningham's got 23 points. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now, here's Simon. He's covered by Sasser. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Sasser, covered by Simon. Cunningham outside. Hands it from downtown. And now a 10-point Detroit lead.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Simons. Detroit with the rebound. Barnes screen on Sharp. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammates.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. They've got Wagner. Marcus Sasser is out there with Ivy. And it's Alex Caruso.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's Henderson following the three by Detroit. Williams passes to Simons. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. There's a good screen. Here's Sasser, covered by Simons. Wagner wide open. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A shot off that time. Pistons leading by 11. Wagner a screen on Simons. Fires for three. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the shot. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Simons has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Wagner a screen on Simons. Here's Sasser. Shoots over Simons. Up and in from the low block.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And here's Henderson. Defended by Caruso. Pass to Williams. Now here's Vanderbilt. Sasser with the rebound. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. For the three, buries the long-range jumper. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Henderson kicks to Simons. Back to Henderson. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And this was a skill Henderson had before entering the league, that ability to make a quality pass.
Henderson against Ivy. There's the pick. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Good balance from Ivy. You can tell physical defense does not rattle him.
Now here's Simons. He's covered by Sasser. And he banks in the layup. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ivy against Vanderbilt. Stolen by Henderson. From the corner. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Ivy. And here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Such a growing part of Ivy's game, encouraging to see him pick up assists like that.
Now Simons. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 7 points for the quarter.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Pass to Sasser. Wagner a screen on Simons. Sasser gets the bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now here's Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses,
Anthony.
Brett, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Ivy on the wing. Henderson defending. Turner with a screen on Henderson. The kick out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Over Oubre. Cunningham's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 11. Oubre can't get it to go. Cunningham dishes it to Turner. Shoots over Simon. Portland grabs the miss. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. Simons against Cunningham. And it's Simons missing. Ivy with it. Turner with the screen. Ivy with it. Williams picks him up. Shot's good by Turner.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 17 points was their biggest margin. Plays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 28.
And Kate Cunningham earning every bit of those points, just driving against contact and still able to focus and finish.
Three-pointers, Simon. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wagner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wagner a screen on Henderson. Out to Turner. Back to Cunningham. Wagner a screen on Henderson. The 15-footer. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Ivy against Henderson. Pass to Simons. Now here's Thybulle. Defense is right there. Power down with both hands.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Turner with a screen on Simons. Kicks it out to Wagner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 16. Oubre passes to Henderson. Tries the spin move. They double him with Cunningham. Oubre, no one around him. And the 3-ball is good.
Got to know the scouting report. You do not want Kelly Oubre to establish confidence in catch-and-shoot chances. Knocks it down.
There's the screen. Pass to Wagner. Turner inside. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Cunningham. Here's Turner. Good D by Williams. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And that one's good by Henderson.
Love the intensity from Henderson. He really gave the inside defense all they could handle.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Oubre. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Anthony Simons. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Told them, pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. You start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. On defense, Detroit, they lead by 11. The lead now in single digits. 19 points from Scoot Henderson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Out to Turner. To the wing right side. Just 4 to shoot. with the fadeaway. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
So far, you're liking the flashes that Sharp has been able to show you at this level.
Down low, and stolen by Sharp. And here we go, fast break. Henderson's got it. Here's Feibel. Portland again missing. Pistons leading by 10. The kick out to Cunningham. They get it again. Tries again. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Hits from the high post. Sharp's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
Smooth shooting from the mid-range. Give Sharp space from there, and he'll torch you.
Fades back. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now, here's Feibel. He's guarded closer. Pass to Avdia. Portland moving the ball over. Here's Sharp. That 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Cunningham against Henderson. Here's Holland. Takes a 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Detroit.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Out to Turner. Pass to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc. Goes up again. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Fade looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Shoots. And Klingon pulls it down. And so the Pistons take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.